Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to yet another edition of the landmark call-in show devoted to explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the world. Tonight, we address a certain subconscious tumult in the air. As the seasons change, ladies and gentlemen, so too are we offered an opportunity to dive headfirst into that which births our conscious reality. Dreams. That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing out there? It is me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective, oh my goodness, Tropace. Thank you so much for that subscription. Tropace, blessings, and namaste. Happy 13 months for Brother Tropace. I don't know what you are, but you're a boy to me now. I'm imagining you with a penis, a traditional sense, a traditional boy with a penis. Namaste, and thank you so much, Tropace. My name is Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. With this program, we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power coursing through our veins, a potential whispering in the darkest, deepest corners of our hearts and minds. Something so fragile, yet so undeniable, we've barely had the courage to whisper it aloud to ourselves. But now, things are different. With Explorations, we are given the tools, techniques, and with a little bit of elbow grease and some fun while we're at it, we are able to unlock depths and breadths of our personal power we have only ever dreamed of before. Namaste, Grandpa Liquor. Dr. Tanner, please transform my IQ from the 70s to much, much higher. I can't figure out how to use my cloaca sometimes. Grandpa Liquor, I would never do that to you. Grandpa Liquor, I do have that power to raise IQ levels. That is well within the power of this program. But let me tell you this first and foremost. The position you are with a sub 80 IQ, that is below average. That is functionally mentally retarded according to most mental health manuals in the world. This position is a position of clarity, a position of power, a position of, the religious might see it as closer to God in many ways. And while I disagree with their framework, I do feel they are onto something. So Grandpa Liquor, no, we're gonna leave you right where you're at. Sub 80, retarded, and strong, spiritually strong and clear. Namaste to you. Don't let these intellectuals get in your head about who and what you are. Namaste, everyone, though. How are we? Before we get into dreams tonight, how are we doing? How are we feeling in chat? Talk to me right now, everybody. I know I'm coming in with some dreams. I'm very serious about dreams tonight, but we are going to be diving into the subconscious, which can be a silly place, can't it? You know, we never know exactly what we're gonna get. Nightmares, sure, but also, do we get some silly little stuff? Maybe a duck with a hat on, or a goose with a pair of sneakers. Sometimes these things can be birthed from our subconscious minds, and we will treat them just as gingerly and confront them just as voraciously as the worst nightmare imaginable. Namaste in advance to all explorers and all callers. But how are we doing? I need to know. Feels good, man? Namaste to you. Mother Nipple Bottom, croissant penis. Croissant penis is an example of a dream, maybe a more silly dream, unless it's your penis. Mother Nipple Bottom, I would imagine she had a dream in which her penis was a croissant, flaky, buttery. I would be interested to learn if it was maybe from one of those Pillsbury Doughboy rollouts, or maybe a real proper French croissant. M. Robert Cop doing great tonight. The program fucking works. M. Robert Cop, namaste to you and thank you so much for that support and enthusiasm. M. Robert Cop, easily one of my brightest star explorers here, and has really shot up through the ranks and held their position as one of my brightest soldiers and one of the, greatest testimonials to the effectiveness of this program. Namaste to you. How fresh, amazing, says Middle Path at youtube.com. Middle Path, thank you so much for chiming in. Middle Path and my YouTubers. How are we doing over at YouTube, by the way? Huh? I love checking in with my YouTuber. How are you? Talk to me right now. How are my YouTubers? I need to know, because it's a mess over there. A little bit of a Wild West. A little bit, you guys let loose a little differently over at YouTube, and I love that. I really, really, really love that energy from you. And that's why I multicast. That's why I stream in 2 places. Namaste. Quick guided meditation. Pepperoncini, croissant penis from Gay Paris. Ha ha ha, says the gay man. Ha ha ha. Is that a penis or a croissant? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I can't do a French accent, but imagine the rest of this guided meditation in French accent. I am shoving the croissant up my ass as a gay man. I wish this croissant was a penis, yet I shove it in my ass. It's flaky, it's disintegrating, much like my relationship with my father. I wish this croissant was a penis in gay Paris, and I'm shoving it up my ass. I wish the Eiffel Tower was a penis, set ablaze with cum. I wish the other stuff in France was also a penis, set ablaze with cum. And that was that. That was just straight from the top of the dome. You guys can order those at any moment in time via the bit redeem of a guided meditation. Namaste to Brother Pepperoncini for getting us started with a really poignant and a really special guided meditation. And I think, if we have any gay people, gay men in particular, I would imagine I will really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that moment. Namaste. I was happy to share that with you. I just saw a really nice quote from Sabrina Carpenter, thanking the queer community, whatever the F that is, thanking the queer community for their participation and allowing her to be a part of the world and some such thing like this. And it hit me as pathetic. It hit me as really, really repulsive. I think it was a terrible example, not only to set for queer youth, but also to incentivize this kind of relationship with her fan base. I think is disgusting. I think she's a terrorist, and ultimately, I think doing things like what I just did for the quote unquote queer community, the homosexuals and the 9 million kinds of homosexual, that it shouldn't even be any of those letters. And it shouldn't be queer. Queer is a disgusting word in my opinion. Queer is, I get disgusted. When I see queer stuff, I'm like, this is terrible. This is ungodly. This is the flattening of the human spirit. Where are my old lesbians at? Where are my old lesbians at? I know I've got a couple in there. Talk to me. What is your opinion about queerness, right? We almost lost our lesbians a couple years ago. The numbers, in my opinion, entered an endangered area. People, you know, the tide came in on a lot of non-binary stuff, a lot of questioning stuff, and then it receded, and lesbians came back. The numbers came back. So namaste. Arcturus North. No, I'm just queer. What does that mean? Well, tell me what that means and why you prefer it. I'm interested in your experience. Communal Vision, Pepperoncini. Not 20 years ago, we were encouraged to smear the queers. And that brings up a really interesting question, Pepperoncini. Thank you so much. Because, I go on my little rants about the queers and about queerness and et cetera, and they think, oh, is Leslie right-winged? Oh, my goodness gracious, as if I could be nailed down by an ideology. No, I am a human being and I care about human beings. If you had access to the fundamental fabric of reality, would it be liberal? Would it be conservative? I don't know. But I know queer would annoy the shit out of me on that level of reality too. Jazz Express, everybody. I love this little period where we get to express some jazz with one another. Oh, yes, namaste, beautiful. Jazz is the queerest of them, actually, says Yolopotamus. Namaste. I can find anyone attractive, so I call myself queer. Pansexual, bisexual, you see, this is what I'm talking about. We've got queer, but we've also got these other 80,000 words for all sorts of kinds of gay. And I love that. I love picking at that. I love picking at exactly what's underneath all of that, right? What's underneath all of that? What's underneath all of that? That's the level of humanity that I am addressing. The word queer is for spicy straight people. Interesting, bringing race into it. Oh, wow. It's okay to be straight, guys. I wonder, Judge. See, Kukupai, I love that bottom energy that you're bringing to that, getting a sign of a blessing to the straights, a blessing to the straights from a lesbian. And that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. It's okay. Okay, well, thank you. I'm not straight, I'm not straight, of course. I've been pretty forthcoming about my sexual past. I've explored anything. I've explored anything that crossed the table. There was a period in time that sexuality, I was at Old Country Buffet. If you guys remember Old Country Buffet, they had the shaved ham. They had the gravies. They had the mashed potatoes. They had the corns, etc. Those were my favorites. And I was a real meat and potatoes guy back then. But by that I do mean a whole. It could have been anything. This thing is fucking up. Namaste. Namaste to you. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you so much, Cougar Pie. The word queer is for spicy straight people. Or do we mean autistic? Do you mean autistic? Queer is for autists? Only autistic people are queer? Now that's a theory. I love that. Pepperoncini, I appreciate setting off this beautiful Jazz Express. It adds a sort of sensual, as I always say, whether you like it or not, it adds a sort of sensual density to the program, to our evening together. And I really cherish that opportunity to be able to spend that time with you. Namaste to everybody for pushing that train along its tracks. I'm not gay, but I've been known to enjoy a couple of clam diggers, battling it out for Subaru pink slips. Interesting. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Sounds colorful, and I would probably, if I was walking by whatever that is, I'd probably stop and continue drinking my beverage and just maybe watch for a little bit. Blessings. Cougar Pie, here we go. Another communal vision regarding queerness. I knew Cougar Pie wouldn't let me down. Queer is for straight people who want to feel original. The lesbian, the old lesbian sort of lobbing missiles from her little corner. Namaste. Namaste. Listen, guys, if somebody wants to argue with Kook, you don't just gotta take that. I know we got some queer people in chat, people that like that word. Listen, don't take it laying down. If you are upset by what Cougar Pie is sharing right now, go ahead and speak up. Go ahead and speak up. While I may have some common ground with Cougar Pie, depending on the exact definition of queerness and why it ruffles our feathers, but if you disagree, and she would want you to do that. Orchestar, I just associated in a Trader Joe's and I spent a lot of money. Can you do one on that? Yeah, sure. There's no air in here. There's no goddamn, I feel like I haven't breathed in a half an hour. You say to yourself, and unsure whether you actually said it to yourself. You hear the words echoing, you hear your body screaming, yet somehow it's someone else's body in a way. There's a derealization is a word, a derealization. You hold the artistic meatballs, you manage to squeeze the softness of the Japanese milk breads. You get your favorite little fruit snacks that you tell yourself are better, but really are worse than the ones at Aldi, and it all seems like a joke. It all seems like a story. You're in a movie, and it is just another horse shit, neolib, just piece of trash. How did you get here? How did you get here? I feel like I haven't breathed in 30 minutes. Did you say it? Namaste. Communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. Straight people did not come up with LGBTQ+, so I disagree, Kook. Interesting. Alrighty, we're up. We've got a dissent. We've got a dissenter from old Cougar Pie. Tropace, I had my catalytic converter harvested for precious metals. All right, let's get into it. Say it. I'm a little baby. And somebody took my little catalytic converter. I'm a little baby and I wet another man crawl under my car and take my catalytic converter. Wesley, help me. Explorations, help me. Wesley, my converter gone. I pooped. I peed. I need a bottle. Please help me. Please help me. Please. Is anybody listening? Can anybody help me? Am I alone as I feel? Alone as afraid as I am? And that was for tropes. Tropace, namaste to you. Namaste, that was beautiful. Communal vision real quick, here we go. From Pepperoncini, straight people invented peanut butter. Yeah, that's right. We get, the straights get George Washington Carver. If we're doing a sort of sexual orientation draft, like Dave Chappelle did the racial draft. I think, yeah, the straights are in possession of George Washington Carver. So, take that for what it is. The queers get Freddie. Well, listen, guys, listen, let me just say this. Whether it's Cougar Pie, whether it's Mother Nipplebottom with another communal vision, whether it's Pepperoncini, Arcturus North, I want you to know how much your presence and energy mean to me right now. Mother Nipplebottom, Pepperoncini, baby poop looks like peanut butter. Interesting. I'd love that. Now that's an interesting thread to pull on. Baby poop, not peanut butter looks like baby poop, but baby poop looks like peanut butter. Have you been tricked by that, Mother Nipplebottom? Did you get a nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you get a baby poop and jelly sandwich? And you're like, it's Friday, my little treat. Huh? What? What is this? I poop in my mouth. Is that perchance an example of what you experienced? Namaste. Namaste to you. Space Grime brings up a really interesting point. Straights get Prince, right? Straights get Prince. And straights get Dennis Rodman. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. So guys, listen, a couple orders of business, couple of exciting little things before we open up the line today and get to dreams. Like I said, tonight is a dream. You know, Ahmad brought this up to me. He's like, we should do a dream night. I had this whole night planned up for about killing dogs. And we're going to punt that to next week. We're going to do a night devoted to an exploration of killing dogs, whether it's with your hands, a gun, a shovel, etc., etc. I don't particularly, it's not that I hate dogs, but I don't particularly care for them, and in my area they're a nuisance. So we're just going to explore that. If that's purposeful, we will. You know, if that doesn't sound like it's that's going to be helpful for you, maybe you shut your ears. Open the tab because you got to support the program, but go ahead and shut your ears when you get to a part that we don't like. You know, and maybe if you feel brave enough, right? Open yourself up. Open yourself up to the vivid images that I will share with you of times that I personally have killed a dog. I'll just off the top of my head, this is how excited I am. I'll give you an extra little freebie from next week. I literally ran over a dog. You could pretty much say it was on purpose. Last week, in a car. You can pretty much say it was on purpose because I could have not. I had more than enough time. It wasn't quite like that Austin Powers thing. But I had more than enough time. I saw exactly where it was an old dog too. It was an old dog. It had a gray little beard and I just cruised right on through it. It barely cried. I think it was kind of happy that I hit it. One dead bird makes a dog shit like he ate Taco Bell for 3 days, says Mother Nipplebottom. Now that's interesting. So y'all bet two dead birds, and you're probably that little dog is going. All dogs go to heaven, Charlie style. I'll bet. Charlie style. Charlie style. Namaste. So listen, we're going to get into killing dogs next week. I'm very excited to broach that. Communal vision real quick. I once gouged a dog's eye out. Cougar Pie. I would love to get some. I think you touched on that. I would love to explore that a little further. Save it for next week though. Save it for next week. Because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, is devoted to dreams. Now, these nights are so special and so popular. When Ahmad brought it up, I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. I only like to cover those on the solstice and equinox. But genuinely, the community loves it so much. And it is such a great sort of what's that thing called? A lightning rod of exploration. Namaste. So we're going to be getting into dreams. If you had a dream recently, a repetitive dream, I would absolutely love to hear about it. I would absolutely love, even if you got it figured out, we can go over your interpretation of it. But either way, I want to hear about it, guys. If you've got a dream knocking around in that noggin of yours, go ahead and share it with Leslie. And let's dive into the subconscious mind and unlock a power that you genuinely will be gobsmacked by what we're able to accomplish tonight, simply by analyzing and confronting the reality of the dream world through the framework of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. So listen, before we do that though, quick couple orders of business. Guys, I know I announced it on Tuesday, but I got to do it again. We got a new Explorer of the Month. Most of you know who it is already, but guys, let's see some namastes for this month, April 2026. Explorer of the Month, well deserved, and namaste. Several ways. People talk to me and I talk back. Thank you, Guru Leslie Tanner, for the recognition. See, you know, my read on this, classic need to go back. Classic need to go back is a little uncomfortable with the spotlight. Brother, relish it, need to go back. It's all you, brother. It's all you right now. This month is for you. And he's gonna be getting a print in the mail. He's gonna be getting a signed print from the website, theprogramworks.com. He will be receiving a free print that he has done more than enough to deserve. So namaste. Maybe, and guys, keep your eyes peeled for May's Explorer of the Month. Maybe it could be anybody in this chat right now. Namaste. Now, I want new prints. Well, as soon as let's let her rip. Okay, brother. Onion Plug, you're ready for a new one? Because you got this one, right? You got the first one, you got this one, you're ready for another one? Mother Nipple Bottom, subbing. 40, we're almost at 4 years with Mother Nipple Bottom. We are nearly at 4 years. Happy 47 months. Takes 3 days for a dead raccoon to bloat and fill with maggots. Namaste, Mother Nipple Bottom. Thank you for sharing that with us. Really appreciate that. Blessings and namaste to Mother Nipple Bottom. An absolute, an absolute pillar of this community. An absolute pillar. Namaste. Wait, there's a new print? I mean, there's a new one. Check the website. It's always on the website. Theprogramworks.com. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. All right, is there a guest? We're working on a guest book. I got my webmaster working on a guest book. All right, everybody. So we got the Explorer of the Month. Another little announcement for, oh, you know what we do? We have a mail day. I totally forgot. 1 second. Mail. I'm not sure. Guys, we got some mail, very exciting stuff. Somebody alerted me to the mail, told me to check the P.O. box, and I did, and there was something there. I don't know if this is Pooh here? Is Pooh with us right now? Is Pooh in chat? Pooh in the alleyway? Is Pooh in the chat? No. Well, I'm not sure if this is from Pooh in the alleyway, because Pooh in the alleyway told me to check on the Devoted Light, in the Devoted Light channel on the Discord server, but I don't know if this is from Pooh or not. Well, either way, let's open it up. So this might be from Pooh in the alleyway. I think it is. It's not return address from Pooh. It's just it's a one word. It says clowns. is the return address on this thing. Clowns. Clowns. So let's go ahead and open it up. Pretty exciting. It's a black bubble mailer. This is how big it is, unrolled. And we got a little something. All right, here we go. We've got a note, and let me go ahead and get into this note. My assistant informed me of what this is earlier, so of what to expect in this note. Okay, so here we've got, let's go ahead and zoom up. We've got a little doll. And it says, "Hello, my name is Aaron, E-R-R-A-N. I cannot move easily. If I do pay attention, don't catch you sleeping." This is nice. That's a nice clown doll. It's got a nice weight to it. This is a professional little guy. Well, namaste to Pooh, I think, or whoever sent it. Blessings and namaste. I'll alert Pooh that we opened this either way so they can check out the VOD. Is it ceramic? I think so. The head is... I can't tell. It might be plastic. It's thick and kind of heavy. Pretty fun. Well, namaste. Thank you so much. What a nice thing to get in the mail. Blessings to whoever sent that in. Probably Pooh. But namaste, everybody. But guys, speaking of my community of Devoted Light, I want to repeat an announcement. This weekend, we're doing something very special with the community of Devoted Light. If you are in the community of Devoted Light, you're absolutely invited. And if you are thinking about it, this might be your call. This might be your sign to join for a couple dollars a month. A couple details about it later. The community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, where I host my program materials, we are doing something very special. So normally we've been doing a podcast for the past, chunk of time. We've been doing a podcast a couple times a month, but this month, a little something different. I want to experiment with doing a special, private, and exclusive exploration direct to Discord with the community of Devoted Light. So this is an exclusive event, a special topic developed and chosen specifically for my most trusted inner circle, the community of Devoted Light, beamed straight to Discord, not on Twitch, so that we may explore robustly. We may explore with the tools of this program to the absolute limits. There are no rules on Discord. Well, I suppose there are, but nobody. We are sequestering, we are excluding, and we are using this opportunity to explore to the extent of our heart and mind. And we no longer have to worry about Twitch, TOS, and what have you. So guys, if you're interested, we'll be doing that this Saturday. I'll make a little announcement again on Discord, of course. And if you're interested, guys, this might be your sign to finally knuckle up and join the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. So this Saturday, normal stream time, 8 Central, join me at the community of Devoted Light's Discord shit. Namaste to you. Will the community of Devoted Light show be mics on? It'll be no. No. I mean, it's a call-in show still. It's an exploration, but it's for us. And if you can't be there, I will post the video and audio on Patreon so you can see it. If you like the podcast, you like the recorded thing, I'll put it on. I'll put it on the Patreon. All right, guys, enough's enough. Let's go ahead. There's the P.O. Box, and let's open up the damn line, all right? If you want to send me something, it's right there. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Join me. Send me a little something. I love this little doll. I love this little clown doll. Namaste to Pooh in the alleyway. If I think it was Pooh in the alleyway, but namaste. I love getting something. It doesn't have to be expensive. Doesn't have to be extravagant. Doesn't have to be anything. It could be a simple little postcard, all right? Simple little postcard. Namaste. All right, guys, the line is open, and as I said, it's a dream night. You guys have seen these before, probably. If you haven't, just know all you need to do is call the number you see on the screen and share with me a dream, and we will use it to unlock the power of the next level. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
You can call me Reverend at All Cost Money. How you doing that, Leslie?
I'm doing great, Reverend at All Cost Money. Thanks for getting us started tonight, brother.
You are welcome.
Dog, let's talk about it. Let's just jump right in. You've been around the block. You know how things work here. Talk to me about a dream at All Cost Money. You there? Okay. Call did not happen. 872-205-9484. Ladies and gentlemen, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're getting into dreams. Just call up, share a dream with me, and let Leslie take you to the next level. Even just for a moment. Namaste. Kapoor's in Discord? Yeah, let's go ahead and get Kapoor in. Where is this guy? I don't see him anymore. Kapoor! Kapoor. All right, I'm opening the line back up, Kapoor. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Kook.
Kook, welcome on back to the program. How are you tonight, Kook?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm focused tonight. I'm energized and I'm focused.
Yeah, I can tell. You seem to have a lot of clarity tonight.
A lot of clarity. Well, yeah, there are some circumstances that led to this clarity. It's a genuine. There's a burgeoning well of emotion inside of me that is finally ripening, and I can feel its power coursing through my veins right now.
That's so great. I'm so happy for you.
Namaste. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you are happy for me. I am also happy for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So
well,
listen.
You're a nice fellow.
I'm nice fellow. Well, that's nice to hear, Kooker. That's so nice. How are you feeling? Before we get into dreams, how are you feeling, Kook?
I'm about as good as I could be.
Right on. As good as you could be. So not necessarily emotionally desperate, relatively speaking, today.
Yeah, I'm not emotionally desperate, which I have been very frequently lately. But I'm just calm.
Just calm.
Yeah, I'm just calm.
Wow. But in pain still.
I stay in pain, honey.
Yes.
There's no end to that.
No,
I'm getting a procedure on the 17th, so I'm hoping that does something. Fingers crossed.
Procedure on the 17th.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision real quick. Who's been pissing you off as of late and why?
Well, I mean, that's not why I called in, but I do think it's sad how closeted Fran is and how it makes him act out against his friends. because we just try to have fun and just talk and act like normal people do, and his gay ass always has to act out because he's stamping down these feelings that he can't control. And I called you a gay ass, Fran. I love you, but you need to, admit your role and what you have going on. That's the reason why I called. I feel like I'm tricked into, outing Fran as a baby gay, but it is what it is.
As a baby gay, you said?
Yeah.
Interesting. Can you speak a little bit? Because not everybody in chat's gay or gay adjacent or has friends that are gay or anything. So they might not know exactly what you mean by that. Could you speak on that a little?
Yeah, baby gay is like somebody who just came out, and so all they want to do is talk about being gay, and they make everything about their sexuality, and they're like, oh, let's go to pride marches, let's wear rainbow merchandise, let's read books about other gay people, let's watch movies with gay characters, stuff like that. Yeah.
Interesting. And this is a characterization of the producer Fran Weird right now. He's been doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, because he keeps on like acting out, and we try to have a good time, and he ruins it like nearly every, probably like 2/3 of the time, nearly every time.
Vote in chat, terminate kook. Fran Weird has invoked the terminate by poll. So guys, it's up to you in chat. Do we keep kook? Do we kick kook to the curb?
Don't be bitter, boo.
Namaste. Spent real money to make this happen. Blessings and namaste to you, Fram. Appreciate that. Now, terminate. It's up to the chat. So, do you want to defend yourself, or do you just want to? Do you want to say any comment?
No, I don't wait. Let's wait till the poll turns out, and then I'll tell you about my dream.
Okay.
I think I've said a good deal already.
You've certainly, listen, there are nights where you are so present mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that your energy sort of naturally carries a lot of weight in chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, I knew if you were in chat when I brought up queerness that you would break, you'd let it loose. You'd let it loose. And so they voted to not terminate you. We have voted to keep you, Cougar Pie. Fran Weird being, called out as a baby gay ass, and then trying in a very sort of very, a very bottom energy, terminate by poll when he could have just terminated. And then roundly rejected.
Yeah, whined and cried. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Okay, well, listen, let's jump right into dreams, Kook. I think we're all we know your conscious mind, pretty well. And I would love to get a peek at that subconscious Kook. Talk to me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you about a dream I just had where I almost had to kill a dog. Well,
okay.
So one day, because, you talked about the topic that it could have been, and it reminded me of a dream I had. So one time I had this dog named Creature, and he was a rat terrier. He was very loyal. We'd go all around. He didn't even need a leash. He'd stay by my side within like a foot of me the entire time. We'd spend hours riding on the bike.
Wow.
He was a great dog. About 14 pounds. One day it was like 11 a.m. in the morning, and we go to get my mail, and the neighbor's pit bull had gotten out, and he walked up and just grabbed my dog like you would palm a basketball and just walked off chewing my dog.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, so I followed them down about like 4 streets down, and my dog is just like screaming and screaming and screaming. The pit bull's eating him alive, right? So I try hitting the dog in the face. I have no shoes on. I have no bra on. The blows to his head are doing nothing. I'm yelling, somebody do something, somebody do something. There's 2 men in trucks. There's one in a mail truck at one side of the street, and the other one is like in like a UPS type truck. And I yell to them, like, call 911, do something. And they say they don't have phones. So I'm hitting this dog. I crouch over them. I'm just, I'm like covered in dog blood and dog saliva. And eventually I just get this feeling of calm, and I know that like, I know everything's going to be okay. So I start feeling for the dog's head, and I find like that bony ridge that pit bulls have, and I move down and I find his eye, and then I just start shoving 2 fingers into his eye, hard, so hard. And I do that about, I think 2 or 3 times, maybe 3 times, until eventually I feel like this pop, right? And then this gush of warm liquid down my hand. And I knew it was over after that. It was just done. And the pit bull lets go of my dog and then shakes its head once or twice and then just goes walking down the sidewalk like nothing had happened. My dog ran back home, and he was just, when I caught up to him, he was hanging in pieces. I actually don't even know how he was able to survive that. He looked terrible. He looked like meat. Eventually I got a friend to take us to the animal hospital, and he got 70 staples. He lived. He was forever changed after that. He became like a vicious beast, honestly. And then like a year later, Facebook, which I never used, I put pictures of my mutilated dog on Facebook, and it said, here's your year's memories. And it was like a slideshow of pictures of my chewed up dog set to like screen wipes and decorative frames on Facebook.
Jesus.
So that's my dream about almost having to kill a dog, I guess.
Wow. Wow. And how many times have you had this dream, Kook?
A lot, actually, because every time for a very long time, when I'd hear a dog bark, I'd smell dog blood and saliva. I was having flashbacks of having to like fuck this dog's eye up. It was terrible, actually, for a really long time, probably like 2 years, something like that. I'd like hear a dog and suddenly I just smell dog. And my dog was like permanently changed after that. And eventually he had to be put down because he was vicious and no amount of training could cure him. And he was medicated. He had to be put to sleep because this dog like fucked up his brain permanently from chewing him up. So that's how I, got a lifelong hatred of pit bulls.
Wow. So much there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect way to start our dream stream. This dream is so rich.
Fuck you, Logan. Sorry, Leslie.
Well, it's absolutely correct, Logan. And are you still upset about that, Logan?
You upset, bud?
Logan, it's okay. If you're upset, let it out. Let it out, Logan.
Maybe you should have paid to put it back on. I don't think you could, though.
Yeah, I was thinking next time we'll figure something out that will allow people to. Because several people said, you should do a timer on it and let people challenge it or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Not that I think people would. I think they'll still just whine and cry, but I think that they should be given the option so that their bitching has, a little bit less weight to it.
Framweard invoking another terminate by poll with the message, one more chance to not be completely bitch-made retards.
Fram's got bottom energy.
Here we go. Let's see. We'll see if it's power bottom or not, because right now the chat is voting.
Because the power bottom generates all the power, Fram.
We're halfway through. Not that many votes, guys. We have about, how many people we're watching right now? A little under 90 people watching right now, and we've got 25 votes in. 25.
I just wish you'd calm down with the gay stuff.
What about the gay stuff?
I just wish you'd calm down with it, because I'm a lesbian, and even I'm like, my God, please, you're overdoing it.
Let's see.
Save some for everybody else.
All right, you have been terminated. Namaste. Wow. Framweard and Logan sort of developing a faction in chat tonight, saying nuh-uh to kook. Don't like that vibe. TravCam0, dear caller, bitchmade is such a great phrase from the salad days. Thanks, Fram. What does that mean? Can you enlighten me what that means, Trav? Also, it's great to see you, Trav. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
Hello, Leslie. This is Reverend It All Costs Money. Let's
It's
try
all
this again,
cost money.
shall we?
Calling back. Drop called earlier, but you're resilient. You're calling back in.
Indeed, I'm trying. So, have you ever had a recurring dream, sir?
Of course, of course. You know, I used to in my youth. I kept a very dogged dream journal, and I was for a moment I was very keenly aware of my dreams until my dreams and reality sort of they sort of became so effuse with one another that it made no sense to keep a journal because I had completely blurred the lines through the program. So continue. I'd imagine you have a recurring dream.
Not so much anymore. But I used to. I have a recurring concept of a dream, whereas or state of dreams, such as that, if I really get into a video game, I will start dreaming about that video game or have interactions with parts of that game in my dream.
Right. So the escape from your life becomes so intense and occupying so much of your conscious reality that it actually takes over your dream life as well. It starts giving your subconscious mind a language.
Right. Such as I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077 a lot lately, and I literally had a dream where I bent down and looked in the mirror and I saw Keanu Reeves' character instead of my own face, and I'm like, huh, that's not normal. And then I leaned back, and then I went and I took a shower, I shaved.
TravCam Zero with a communal
clothes.
vision. The same thing with video games happens to me, and it borders on lucid dreaming, says Trav.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I then just leaned back, realized it wasn't me, went, took a shower, shaved, got ready for work, and then woke up, realized that it was a dream, got in the shower, shaved, went to put on my clothes, and then my alarm went off, and I'm like, motherfucker. It was a dream within a dream, and then I actually woke up, and I wasn't sure if you've ever experienced that one before, because that one has happened to me quite a lot.
I mean, this is the psychic tectonic plates at work here are severe. They're profound, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, can I get some ones in chat? Because we got Trav chiming in, saying the same thing with video games happens to me. We've got you at all costs. Anybody else in chat, have you had this experience where you've played so much of a video game that you end up dreaming? It sort of informs the language with which your subconscious mind speaks to you. Have you experienced this before? Logan the Brogan? Yep, I believe that. Nasty Red X, thank you so much, Nasty. Appreciate that. YOLO, a 1. Technology Wife, 1. Yes, indeed. TravCam Zero with a communal vision. Again, it all costs money. I'll be right back with you in just a second. TravCam Zero says, caller, sorry I stepped on your story there. I dreamed that I would do that. I dreamed I would do that, and I'm wondering if my alarm is going to go off now.
Well, it's all simulation, right? It's all just a simulation. So, but that has been a very common theme. But the other one part of that is not just the video games, but I had the reoccurring dream where I would wake up and get ready.
Communal vision from Where's Technology Wife. Leslie, have you ever had the dream with falling Tetris rain? Leslie, have I? No, I have not, to be honest with you. I haven't. I think I dreamed in my youth when I was playing a lot of what's that game? The
Pac-Man?
No, it's like a Japanese game. Like Pon or something. I don't know. It kind of I don't know. It's just like little pieces, little jewels or something that fell. But close to this. The Tetris effect. That sounds so, how was it? That sounds like it could be fun or terrifying, Technology Wife. Sounds like it can be fun or terrifying. Wow.
Agreed. That could be both, actually. It could be terrifyingly fun.
Space Cat 3, Panel de Pon, yes. That's the one.
But did you ever have reoccurring nightmares?
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah. Have you?
Indeed. I haven't had one since I was in my 20s, probably. But I've had nightmares and night terrors that would reoccur. My favorite one, though, like if I had to pick a nightmare that just seems silly now, is when I was a child. I would have the reoccurring nightmare that my stuffed animals were trying to smother me, and that Freddy Krueger was their leader and trying to help them.
Interesting. What was your mom like?
Helicoptery.
Mm-hmm. And the stuffed animals wanted to strangle you, you said?
Yeah, I had a lot of dreams about suffocating though. And I think that's probably because of asthma. Like severe asthma. Like smoking around me made my asthma trigger.
Oh,
now
interesting. Did you grow up around smokers?
I did. Oh, it was the worst.
Who smoked? Who smoked in your life?
Both parents, every aunt and uncle, grandparents.
Oh wow, that's a lot. I mean, that's kind of how it was though back in the day, a little bit, right? A lot of people smoked.
Dude, they had ashtrays in the Burger King inside McDonald's. They had little disposable tin ashtrays.
Yep.
You could smoke everywhere.
In the armrest of various cars and vans.
Yeah, right. That charger port that exists, it used to be specifically for to light your lighter or get your lighter warm and then use it to light your cigarettes.
Yep, that's right. So what I'm hearing though is that the parents that brought you into life, specifically your mom, brought you into life, yet sort of double-edged sword, you know, on one hand, you know, this is the mom who created you, who gave you life. And on the other hand, she's literally hovering over you, helicopter mom style, at the same time ripping cigs, triggering your asthma.
Yeah.
And then you've got this dream, these stuffed animals are trying to suffocate you?
I've had so many suffocation dreams, though, like different ones, right? Like, drowning. I would hop. Like one of my recurring dreams was I would jump, right, and be like cool, and then every time I'd land I'd get a little bit higher until eventually I couldn't stop it anymore and I'd bounce out into space and then suffocate in the cold back into space. That was a fun one.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff is coming into view. But I want to back up one thing, because you brought something that really hit a chord in chat. And I think everybody saw it. As soon as you brought up the video games, and that makes sense for Twitch, right? We're on twitch.tv, and I would bet this is a pretty widespread phenomenon, that the subconscious mind is using the images and sounds of the video game reality rather than, you know, like, you know, anything in real life. Now, I think this is a very... Go ahead.
I used to have a friend who said, like, you weren't really playing Rock Band if, like, when you close your eyes, you didn't see the notes. And I'm like, that's too much for me. No thanks.
Right, and that's even too much for you.
Yeah, I'm okay with, like, occasional dreams, but, like, when you close your eyes and you see the notes, and I'm like, that's a bit too much commitment for me. For any video game.
Listen, I'm going to cut right to the chase, and because I think everybody needs to hear this. Nasty Red X with a communal vision. Can't wait to get this perspective. Thanks so much, Nasty. Video games make it so hard for me to become a body without organs. Make it so hard for me to become a body without organs. What are you talking about? What does that mean?
I don't know, but like if you have,
I would love to know. Genuinely, Nasty, give me a call. Give me a call and let's chat about that, because I have no fucking idea what you mean by that. Yeah, now, it all costs money. I need to just give you a Straight Talk Express, okay? This is a tremendous opportunity in the context of the program. a very powerful opportunity, and this goes for everyone in chat that reported their own subconscious mind speaking the language of this escapist alternate reality of the video game, characters and their worlds. Ladies and gentlemen, I work with the most frustrating people I work with are winners, and you've heard me say this before. People who succeed, people who are generally well socialized, talented, accomplish tasks, can make a list of to-do things and do it on a regular basis, enriched lives, etc., etc. These are the most difficult people to work with because we have to work so hard, layer after layer after layer, to get them to the core sense of fear and inadequacy. The senses of fear and inadequacy are the engine, the lifeblood of so much that we do here at Explorations. But with you, it all costs money, and with so many in chat, if you are playing so many video games that your subconscious mind is now speaking fluently the language of these images and sounds, ladies and gentlemen, guess what you're not?
A loser, because this
No.
is
It all costs money. I'm sitting on you on this one. You are a loser, and this is very powerful.
Way.
I
love this life.
You wiggle away from it because you know it's powerful. How about that?
How about I'm okay with knowing that I'm poor, but I'm definitely not a loser. I might, unless you're equating financial success with life success.
Listen, I'm equating literally anything. If you are playing so much Cyberpunk, listen, don't hide behind this like, oh, what even is success stuff. Don't let's not play that game. Ladies and gentlemen in chat, you know that is a common defense. Let's not play that. Let's not play that. You've been here for too long. Okay? If your subconscious mind is speaking to you, it's designed to speak like an ancient language, like you being an animal, you being like a tree, you flying, you meeting people, confronting demons or something like this. And it's just showing you that you're Keanu Reeves in like a high poly cyberpunk world.
Hey Leslie, just out of curiosity,
yeah,
I do want to ask: Have you seen my setup?
What a perfect way to end this call. Namaste. Real quick, we've got a communal vision from Where's Technology Wife. Video games are powerful and dangerous. The elite are scared of gamers. Yeah, that's what a loser would say, Technology Wife. That is, I've got that's a fairy tale. You know what? If I'm a billionaire and I'm guarding the materials, the stuff of life, the material reality that makes your life good or bad, and I see my enemy coming at me with a VR headset, guess what? I'm not afraid of that person.
Yeah, you should be.
No,
we all
no.
should be.
Why would I be afraid of that person?
Willing to wear the VR headset out in public is just asking to be robbed of their possessions.
Yeah,
and they're not going to know who did it because they're incapable of understanding reality. And it's okay, because it's morally wrong to allow suckers to keep their money.
All right, we got a lot of work to do. All right, listen, I would love to see a picture of your setup, and we'll get into this more next time, all right? At all costs. This has been a great call, though. I really appreciate your generosity tonight.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste. Framliard, gamers, haha, BTW, I'm not gay, and I talk about gayness a regular amount for a big-ass straight man that loves tits and pussy and steaks and shooting guns and shit. Namaste, Framliard, for sharing that. Spoken, that was kind of gay how you said that, though, to be honest. That sounds like a closeted gay man. I love steaks. That's giving hello fellow kids, right? Isn't it? It's giving It's giving, I keep hot sauce in my purse. It's giving just chilling in Cedar Rapids. Okay. Namaste. All right, we got okay, we got somebody on the line. We got someone on the line, guys. You know him. We enjoy him. Let's make sure I got the sound on for this program. Okay, cool. Here we go. I'm going to drag him in. International. You know him. Let's get him on here. Actually, I got to join the room. Guys, welcome. As soon as he says his name, you're going to see it. You're going to explode.
Hello.
You're going to be excited. Namaste, Explorer. Welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me Kapoor. I am Kapoor.
Namaste. I'm Kapoor. I'm Kapoor. Namaste and welcome
I
to...
cannot hear you on the Discord. I can hear you on the stream though.
One sec. I'll fix it. I see what's going on. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Namaste, Kapoor. Welcome back to Explorations. How are you tonight, brother?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing so well. I'm doing very, very, very sort of enthusiastically tonight. I'm focused. I'm energized. Can you talk to me right now, Kapoor, about your dreams?
Yes. So when I was a kid, I had a reoccurring dream. Do you want to talk about that? Like I used to have a reoccurring nightmare.
Talk to me about it. I would love to hear about this nightmare. And thank you in advance for sharing that with us.
So I was running around my school and I would go down to the gym at my school. And at the gym at my school, at the furthest right bench, like at the gym benches,
Sure.
there was this how can I say it? This head on a jar, and that's when the dream would end. I would see this head on a jar, but I was running, and then I would see the head on a jar and I would wake up. And that dream was reoccurring for, I would say, like years.
Interesting.
Probably like 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Okay, so let me try to go over this again. You're in the high school that you went to. You run to the gym. You don't walk. You run to the gym.
I run.
And in the gym, you see a human head in a jar.
Yes.
Where in the gym is it?
It's on the furthest, it's right near the entrance, like the back entrance, not the front entrance.
Is it on a table or on the ground?
It's on a jar.
But it's in the jar, but where's the jar?
The jar is in the bench.
Oh, it's on a bench. Okay.
It's on a bench.
And do you recognize the head?
I do. Do you know who the head was?
Who?
So this is kind of fucked up. Because I knew I went to a Catholic school, and there was
brother.
brothers.
So did I. I feel you. Let's go. Let's talk.
Yeah, and there was brothers of the high school, like people who went on to become like priests, and it was this priest's head, but this priest didn't have a hand. He didn't have his right hand. He chopped it off.
Why did this priest wait in the dream that the priest chopped his right hand off, or in real life?
In real life.
Okay, so in real life, he chopped his right hand off. Was it an accident or on purpose?
On accident as a kid.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so he had that experience, became religious, became a priest, no hand, and so
No
was
hand.
it? Continue.
And
Yeah.
I probably became scared of him because he didn't have a hand. So that's why I think his head was in a jar.
His head or his hand was in the jar?
His head.
His head was in the jar. And you were scared of him
Yeah.
because he didn't have a hand?
Probably.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you know what I dreamed of last night?
What?
So last night I was dreaming that I was really defensive about my drinking habits. So my dream was that my family was telling me that I was an alcoholic, but I was telling them that I wasn't.
Okay.
Which comes in clutch because today I had a lot to drink. So I don't know.
Right. Are you an alcoholic?
Probably not, because I don't drink every day.
Right. I mean, listen, I don't really like this that your family, you had a dream that your family said this. Does your family say this to you in real life too?
No, not really.
Do you feel, how do you feel about your drinking? You feel like it's like you do it, it feels good, but you can stop, you don't need to do it?
I feel like it's something that I do when I'm alone. Like, it's something that I can do alone well.
Well, what is not, okay, Cougar Pie says, do you binge drink, Kapoor?
I drink. I used to binge drink. I don't binge drink anymore because it makes me sick. So I heard about Jaeger, like Jägermeister, and whenever I want to get drunk, I will probably try to get drunk out of Jaeger because people say that that doesn't get you sick. But I've never drank Jägermeister, to be honest.
So wait, was the answer yes or no to that question? I forgot.
It was a no.
Okay, no. And how many, so listen, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. If you say you're not an alcoholic, then you're not, if you did say you were an alcoholic, I'd still be on your side. Because,
Thanks.
because alcoholism, because you're Kapoor, first of all, and you mean a lot to me. Second of all, because one thing that I hate that therapists do is pathologize chemical dependence on alcohol. I hate it. I can't stand that therapists do this. Pepperoncini, the alcoholics test. Do you drink alone? Have you ever killed someone drunk? And have you ever drank yourself to death? Can you answer those questions?
I have never drank myself to death. I have never drank. I have never killed someone drunk, and I do drink alone. So that's
1 out of 3. But that's
one.
I don't think
3,
that counts.
yeah.
I don't think that's high enough of a score.
Yeah, that's 30%. We know math around here.
Yeah. So, okay, so let me say, before we go down the alcoholism train, I want a rabbit hole. Let's pull this whole thing into view, right? You called tonight, you shared 2 dreams with us.
Yes.
Logan, that's not right now, Logan. Logan, not right now. Yeah, Cheen was on it too. Yeah, Logan, not right now, bro. Now is not the time to do that. We do not care for that right now. Thank you. Now, okay, so you shared a dream in which a priest that you were afraid of, his head was in a jar.
His head was in a jar.
Second, you shared a dream, and this is, I don't believe in accidents when it comes to dreams like this. You felt compelled to share with me that you had a dream that your family was judging you and for drinking alcohol.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I sense in both of these dreams that I want to present to you and see what your reaction is, okay? This is coming from me. I'm a legally licensed therapist. I'm trained in multiple spiritualities. I want to present you what I see in both of these is a sense of shame. Now, is it a fundamental shame? Is it an overriding shame? Is it just a tiny little bit of shame? I don't know. But both of these dreams, you were kind of surprised that you put this priest's head in a jar. You're like, I think I was afraid because of his hand. And you're looking for an answer. You feel, this, why was I afraid? There's a little bit of unsettled energy there. And I think there's a little bit of shame, right? A good man, an authority figure, you put his head in a jar. Then we've got your family breathing down your fucking neck about drinking in the imagined dream world. So I present to you shame. What do you think about shame?
I don't think it's 100% correct, because I had the head in a jar dream was very much reoccurring. So maybe it was not shame specifically, but it was multiple factors. Like maybe the running was anxiousness, and the head in a jar made like an authority figure.
But you were scared of it and you ran away.
Yes. And I ran away. Exactly. And yeah. And I've also never told this anyone, but I've only dreamed I was in my first house. Because I moved out a lot, and I moved out to a lot of different places. Mm-hmm. And whenever I dream, I only dreamed when I was in the first house that I've ever lived in.
What do you think that is?
I think it's because I lived most of my life there, but it's kind of fucked up because I've lived right now could be like the same amount of time, like 15 years out of that house. So I still dream that I'm at that house whenever I dream. It's like I'm stuck in a place in a place in my head.
All right. Well, listen, Kapoor, you are stuck. You are stuck. We're and this is a powerful realization to have. A powerful realization to have. I am not convinced that that shame is not playing a role in these dreams. The exact shape of it, I'm not sure. I would have to speak to you for another several hours, which I am tempted to do, but unfortunately, that would occupy a lot of real estate here on the program. But right now, Kapoor, I think I want to give you this homework, and I just want you to be curious about it, okay? I want you to be curious about your sense of shame. I'm not saying that you have a sense of shame, but I want to send you a little Lewis and Clark, a little conquistador. I want to send you out into the wilds of your conscious and subconscious minds, looking for and examining the role of shame wherever you may find it. And I think we're gonna find something. Maybe it's not exactly what I think, but I think we're gonna find something, okay?
I think if it was shame, I wouldn't be a whore as much as I were in my youth.
You don't think whores are shameful?
I don't think whores feel shame.
That is inaccurate as a therapist.
I didn't feel shame when I was a whore at all. Before I was Kapoor? Because nowadays I'm Kapoor.
Does a gun not experience gunpowder?
Kapoor?
Does a waterfall not experience the white rushing waters tumbling over its edge? Yes. Whores experience shame.
Before I was Kapoor, I was a very big whore.
Kahor.
And I didn't feel shame.
Well, I think that answers, guys, I think we just got a confirmation on my little theory. So, Kapoor, we got to talk about you being a whore next time, okay?
Okay. If you think so.
Yeah, we got to talk about you being a whore. This is going to be great. Kapoor, please listen. Next time you want to do the same thing, just tell Ahmad, jump in Discord, and I'll drag you in, okay? I know you're calling from across the pond.
Yeah. I'm very far away.
Yeah. All right. Listen, brother, it was great to talk to you. I appreciate your energy tonight.
All right. Bye.
All right. Namaste.
Namaste.
Great call. Great call. Listen. He resisted, right? He resisted my interpretation, my read. He wiggled. Namaste to Rihanna for the heed, the whore's heed. That was a heed devoted to whores. So if you were not a whore, look away. Hopefully, if you looked at that heed, if you looked at the screen and you're not a whore, then you are you stole from whores. You abused a sex worker tonight. VJ, good to see ya. BJP Cat, namaste. But listen, Kapoor resisted my my theory, resisted my intuition, and I think we got a complete confirmation of how sharp my intuition was. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. When they push back, I'm like, okay, right, sure. Right? It's the subconscious mind, it's dreams, you know? But I kept pushing until we got to the level of whores don't feel shame. Wow. Whores don't feel shame. Commander Caleb, good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and open up the line. 872-205-9484. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name's Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me Evil Guy.
Evil Guy?
Yeah, I'm Evil Guy.
All right, well, we've got a character on the line. This guy is evil. He is, you know, I'm excited to speak to somebody who, you know, is so upfront, so direct with his name. Some people, they go, you know, some evil guys are called like, you know, Chad or Derek, or evil women, Caitlin and Rachel. But you're just going straight to the business. Evil guy.
I'm just a normal, regular evil guy.
Interesting. Normal, regular, evil guy. Exactly what does that mean? Normal, regular, evil guy.
You know, I just like the basics of being evil. I like murder, torture, rape, making people feel bad, stealing, having a lot of money, not caring what other people think, just like the standard evil stuff.
Did you say making women feel bad?
Yep, I said making women feel bad.
Yeah, what are your go-tos for making women feel bad?
Just like comment on like their appearance or their intellect. Either one of those is just an easy.
Right. So you're very traditional. You're very classic in that sense.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm like steak and potatoes evil guy.
Okay, yeah, I see. So you take money, you're mean to women, but not in like you're not necessarily trying to reinvent the wheel. You're sticking to the classics because the classics work.
That's right. It's not like it's sexual in terms of like, the raping is like a power thing. But it's not like any sort of weird like because my mommy didn't give me her breast love. I'm just an evil guy. Just purely motivated by the enjoyment of doing evil things.
Interesting. Okay, well let's speak about that. You mentioned your mom. What was your relationship like with your mom?
My mom was great. She stayed at home. My dad was the breadwinner, and she went to college. She went to one of the sister schools. I can't remember what I don't really care about it, but she talked about that a lot. And yeah, we're very wealthy, and I continue to use that wealth to continue my enjoyment of evil things.
Okay, interesting. So, and tell me a little about your relationship with your mom. Interesting. I appreciate the description, but like, what did you guys get along, or were you distant, or what was it like in their house?
Just normal evil stuff. Like she would beat me as a child, but then withdrew love as I got older. It was less physical and more mental. Just normal parenting. What evil guy would do, parenting his kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see that this is a program at work. The program at work. Because I allow me a moment, evil guy. For Amwayard, affirmation for fellows, listen, even if you are an evil piece of shit, I'm on your side. Namaste. And that was for men everywhere. So, and for you, evil guy, that was an example of you. I'm on your side, all right? I am here for you, and I'm here to sort of I'll give you the program just as much as I would give anyone else this program. And I get a lot of flack for this sort of thing. People hit my direct messages up, they call me up, they're putting letters in my mailbox saying, how could you give the program to evil people making the world worse? Shouldn't you only give it to good people? Who's to say what's evil and what's not? That's my thing. I don't see evil, I don't see good. I see human beings. I see potential. And that's what I'm here to serve. So, and I think we've already seen an example of that, evil guy. You started this call off, evil guy, saying, I'm not evil because my mom didn't breastfeed me. And it took about 90 seconds to essentially arrive at that reality. To acknowledge that maybe it didn't involve breast milk per se, but in a spiritual, emotional sense, she very much deprived you of breast milk.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really care either way. I'm not really.
Yeah, of course. You're happy with your life. You're happy with your life. I can tell.
Exactly. And I didn't want to touch back on what these people who are saying, why are you giving the program? Why not only good people? Means testing, a great evil tool. We love that. Us evil people love using means testing in terms of providing support. So, just something to consider.
Means testing? What do you mean exactly? Do you mean by that? Can you give?
Right. So instead of providing the benefit to all, people have to qualify to receive your benefit, in which they have to prove that they're evil or not. If that's means testing, right? Whether or not they meet the requirements of it. When in reality, it would just be easier to just give it to everyone.
Right. Well, but that would be less evil. It'd be compassionate and sharing and open-hearted.
Okay, sure.
To just share?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be evil.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's evil to means test.
Yeah, that's what, and I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, yeah,
Yes.
it'd be good and nice to share, and I don't, that doesn't make any sense, within how I'm learning you view the world.
I'm suggesting you should adopt it, I guess. If you, to make the program equal. If you're interested in doing that. I would be interested in
Like
seeing
I said, evil guy, I'm happy to be at your service with the most effective personal power program in the country, but I'm not here to pick sides. I'm here to interrogate what is evil, what is good, and how can we make both worse.
Great, okay, I'm on board with that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. It doesn't really fit into a moral framework or an ideological framework, but it is effective. No one can say that it is not effective.
I'm not going to.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, listen, if evil guy, this is, do you have any dreams that you want to share before we move on?
Sure. Yeah, I'll have a dream where, like, I'm, in a big boardroom and there's just a bunch of, people in there and I just have, like, a gun and I get to, like, shoot them and kill them and have sex with them if I want to and, like, eat food and drink stuff and just be, like, killing people.
So you're like you're raping people in this dream of in a boardroom. You're in a boardroom. So do you see yourself as kind of a socialist figure or something?
No. It's, these are my competitors. I'm defeating them in the boardroom.
Oh, okay. So you're in a.
Exercising the boardroom.
I gotcha. Okay. So then, and this is a recurring dream?
It's some form or fashion of that. Maybe it's at, like, the hotel resort or like a Target. It's just where I dominate that space. Basically.
Okay, well, listen, I got something for you. What I'm hearing from you is that you have a very evil life, very classically evil life. You're not necessarily conservative, but your foundation is based on fundamentals, and I respect that. But then when I hear about your dream world, here's one thing about dreams is that often our dream world presents something that contrasts with our waking reality, right? So like you might have like a normal person, they'll be going to a job that's normal, maybe let's say a GameStop, and then they'll tell me about a dream where they were flying and being chased by a massive dinosaur or something like this. And that contrasts with a very normal life. So, what I'm noticing with you, though, is that it's pretty much the same on both. Now, this sends up a little red flag for me, and I want to ask you a question, and I want you to think about this for next time, okay, evil guy?
Okay.
I want you to think, because right now you are very thoroughly evil, evil life, evil dreams, you're good at it. But your call to me tonight tells me something. It tells me that somewhere in your heart and somewhere in your mind, there's an itch. There's a question. You might not be able to verbalize this question or scratch this itch right now, but I'm telling you, right now, you're unsettled. And I'm going to give you a very simple thing to think about for next time, all right? Okay, evil guy, for next time, I want you to think about what's beyond evil. Not good. I do not want you to be good. You are not a good person. Your life has been devoted to being a piece of shit, mean piece of shit guy. But what's past that evil? What else is evil guy? I'm not saying good. I'm not saying you should, start fostering fucking dogs or something. I'm saying though, what part of you is itching? What part of you has yet to express itself, to evolve? We know you're an evil guy.
Okay.
But what else is evil guy?
Like, maybe it's not good or evil, but it's just, chaotic.
Sure. Or maybe even neutral. I don't know. You know, there's so many potential answers to that question that I simply want you to be curious about, okay, evil guy? Because the evil guy might, you know, you might be an evil autistic guy, right? That's neutral. There's plenty of autistic people that are very sweet, like love on the spectrum, right? But then we've got the bad ones, like the mass shooters and stuff. It doesn't have to be good or bad. Maybe you're autistic or something. I don't know. That's just one thing you could be.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never introspected on it. Okay, gives me something to think about.
All right.
Fuck you. You suck.
All right, fuck you, you piece of shit. I hope you get hit by a fucking car.
Yeah, I hope you die too. Farewell.
Yep, suck my dick. Namaste, evil guy. Blessings and namaste to evil guy. Thanks so much for the call. Guys, I gotta take a quick little pee break. Blessings and namaste to all of my explorers tonight who have been entering the fucking trenches with me tonight, really throwing down, being very generous. Spoke to evil guy, spoke to several others. Namaste to you. Pox, have fun at Nicole. Tell her I said hi. I gotta take a piss though. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Again, we've got a special Devoted Light stream this Saturday. Here's a couple details about my community of Devoted Light in the meantime. But either way, namaste guys. I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna get a little bit of water, take a piss. Blessings to each of you.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. A dictionary. I know what's in here. Words. And I can't read them. I do not read, I cannot read. Now, a lot of people live their lives reading and extolling the benefits to others about what reading can do in their life. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste. Namaste, my sweeties. How are we doing? We're back after the break. I did take a pee. It felt tremendous. Thank you and namaste, guys. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We tonight are exploring, if I could pull up the button, we are exploring dreams tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, I know a lot of you put pressure on yourself to have a hot call, right? To be funny, to be interesting, etc., etc., etc. But ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how simple tonight is. You know, I cannot, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I cannot underline, I can't think of the word. It is so easy tonight. All you have to do is call and share a dream with me. I would love a new caller. I will roll out the red carpet. If you call and you're a new caller tonight, I'll send you a free postcard. How about that? I'll send you the Devoted Light postcard for this month if we get a new caller, all right? I'll send you a little Google form to fill out. New callers, free postcard, second half of the program tonight. Namaste. Wow, how generous. Wow, how generous. Namaste. I stuck around to say goodnight, Leslie. I have a big presentation tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Pox, namaste to you, Pox. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around a little bit to wish me good night. I return that to you as well. Good luck on the presentation, by the way. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. All right. Calling it is stressful. Why? Why is that, Rihanna? Why, Rihanna, is calling in stressful? Dreams. Explorations. 872-205-9484. Give me a call. It's because you're hot is the only reason. I get that a lot. I get that a fair amount, and I understand. That's part of why this program is so effective, right? It reminds you of something, of being small and inadequate. I'm a very intimidating figure. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
Amelia.
Amelia, how we doing tonight, hon?
My head is in so much pain.
Oh, no. Amelia, what's going on?
It's awful. I'm dying. I don't know. I have like intermittent headaches. It's a constant problem, especially the past few days, which is incredibly painful. Psychic attacks, the woke mind virus, the Israelis. There's something going on with my brain.
Yeah, you know, where's Galgoog guy? He would know.
5G, something. There's something happening.
He would know. Galgoog guy would know. I wish Galgoog guy was here. Does anybody know where Galgoog guy went? Has he been online anywhere?
Cooper Pie, I probably have not.
I miss him. I genuinely miss Galgoog guy. He went underground.
Has he not called in recently? Did he disappear or something?
He said he had to lay low. I don't really know what that means, but
shit.
something, yeah, chased him off.
They're trying to get his ass. Okay.
I mean, they are trying to get his ass.
Sure.
That's for sure. Somebody that's that hot on the trail, or something like
Yeah.
that.
He was speaking some real shit.
Flying Vita, I think he got mad and left. Okay, Vita. Well, thank you for that. That's a fine theory. Now, Amelia, real quick question from chat. I mean, this was not posed as a question. I'm turning it into a question. Are you drinking water?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've not been probably drinking enough. I just grabbed a water bottle. I just got some water.
Ladies, hold on one second. Drink fucking water. Just drink goddamn water. That's it. Okay, Amelia, listen, good luck with the water. I respect your integrity of not drinking water.
Thank you. I hate water.
Flying Vita drink
really
it, ironically.
That could be a
oh,
whole
yeah, look at
fucking
me.
shit.
That's a funny thing to have done. Namaste, Vita. Okay, Amelia, let's get down to business. I know you're in pain, but really that's inspiring to me that you still pushed through, called in for Dream Stream with Leslie. Talk to me about a dream,
I have
Amelia.
a dream. I have a dream. And, you know, I saw the topic and I'm going to gotta get in here. Okay, this was a recent one. Not too long. There was, just to give some context, there were a lot of other things happening in this dream, but I don't remember anything except this one plot line that was occurring in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in like sort of, I guess it feels sort of like a sort of regal area, maybe something with like classical architecture. The floor looks sort of like the background of the stream. It looks like sort of a black void with like stars inside of it. It's got that like material texture. I don't know how exactly you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And every so often, a sort of red circle would appear on the floor, similar to the red circle on a stovetop when you turn it on. You know what I mean? And I had this innate knowledge that this was a representation of an apartment that was owned, possessed by the character Josh from Drake and Josh. And this appearing on the ground meant that it was hot in his apartment. And each time this would happen, Kamala Harris would sort of come out from like the vicinity and walk like within the range of this circle and reprimand Josh through this circle to knock it off. The implication being that he was like cooking too hot. He was like he left the stove on in his house or something. And then it would go away quickly. But then it would go away, and then the thing would come back. And this culminated in this the circle coming back and flames coming out of this circle. And Kamala Harris came in to reprimand him again. And then she started getting worried because she was starting to really yell at him and he was not responding. And so it seemed like his apartment is on fire. So she went into what seemed to be a sort of storage closet nearby, up a few stairs, and I could hear her call the police, telling the police to go to Josh Peck's apartment in Venezuela to save his apartment from being burnt down. And that's the end of what I remember.
Amelia, this might hurt your feelings, but I lost track. I
understand.
There was so much detail. That was so much detail. Do you do dream journals?
I don't. Sometimes I'll text a dream to a friend because I find them interesting, like after I wake up. But otherwise, no.
Oh yeah. Anybody else check out on that one?
Most of my dreams are like really like traumatic. Like really like bad memories and shit will come up most of the time.
Yeah, that you'll have that. Your life isn't great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then sometimes I get a dream where it's like that. Like I mean, you remember Dan Henschel pissing himself, that dream.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Weirdly, I do remember that one. But I don't remember anything that you told me in the first like 4 minutes of this call.
You want me to give you like a quick TLDR
Yeah,
of it?
can you give me just like the kind of spark notes of that?
Yeah, there's sort of like a portal in the floor that seemed to go to Josh Peck from Drake and Josh's apartment. Kamala Harris kept yelling at it because he was cooking too hot. Then it got on fire, and she called the police to go save Josh Peck in Venezuela from his apartment burning down.
And how did you feel when you woke up?
I think baffled. Was I amused, maybe?
Baffled.
I was a little confused. Like, why is Kamala Harris of all people in my dream?
Right. So you were confused. You were confused. It didn't necessarily. It wasn't like an emotionally charged, symbolic dream.
No, I feel like I remember some of the other things in the dream kind of like fucking with me. But for some reason, I remember the particular details of this thread.
You're a socialist,
and it
right?
confused me. Yeah.
Okay. And what are your actual feelings about Kamala Harris?
I don't like her at all.
Okay, I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
I share that with you.
Any
I'm not a
American
fan of Kamala Harris. I would love to work with Kamala Harris.
Like
Kamala, I'd love to work with you.
A year or two.
What?
Since she's been relevant, you know? It's been a few years since she's been relevant.
Which is a damn shame. As a person, I think she is very interesting and has a lot to offer everybody. And I would personally, like, again, I would extend, in good faith, genuinely extend my services in any capacity to Kamala Harris. I think she's a powerful woman. So
I like the coconut tree thing.
What was that?
When she was like, you didn't just fall out of a coconut tree?
Communal vision. Amelia, who did you vote for?
Is that that's a communal vision? Last year? Or wait, oh yeah. Kamala Harris for the president, for whatever year that was.
2 years ago? I guess a year and a half ago.
Communal
Communal vision from Pepperoncini. Amelia, do you ever dream in the Big Rock Candy Mountain there's a land that's fair and bright where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night, where the boxcars are all empty and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings, in the Big Rocky Candy Mountain. In the Big Rocky Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth and the hens lay soft.
No, but my first year high school history teacher did sing that song in class for us, and it was pretty funny.
All right. Everybody welcome Juno Malone. Everybody welcome on in to Namaste to Juno. Thank you so much for joining us here at Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're exploring dreams. We're speaking to Amelia right now as we explore her dream world. Now, listen, I think that there's a part of you that is uncomfortable with how much you want to hate fuck Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Right? She is a figure. She's a figure that's genuinely, part of a cabal of people that are ruining your life, taking things away from you, making the world worse, just disgusting to you. But I think there's a lust in there. I think there's an unsettled, unspoken lust.
I do think I mean I enjoy degradation, and I can't. There's not much greater degradation than to be fucked by like such a neoliberal scum. I think. And I did read this one Yuri visual novel of her and Melania Trump, and I thought that was pretty good.
Well, speaking of, Fram Weard says, Amelia, did you know there's some solid Ari Yuri hentai out there? Just Google it. These girls are true art.
Ari, like the League of Legends character?
AHRI, I don't know.
Well, I think that's the League of Legends character. And yes, I am very well aware of this. I have seen plenty. I posted that photo in the fucking Discord. I don't know if you saw it, Leslie, when you gave me all those postcards.
Yeah.
I put up that is Cunnilingus demonic postcard right above my computer monitor. So that like levels me every day. And then I took a photo with all of the my monitors having art of hentai girls eating each other out.
Oh, that's awesome. Sometimes the internet, you know, one memory, you know, I look at something and it becomes my eternal, the entirety, the infinity of my mind for that moment, and then it's as if it never existed in the next moment.
Yeah, it's kind of scary like that. The internet kind of does that to the brain, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So I think you should...
So you think I want to fuck Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Dude, could I? Try to like get in contact with Kamala Harris? Well, I want to make a distinction here. Do I want to fuck Kamala Harris, or do I want Kamala Harris to fuck me? In your opinion?
I mean, both. I think the second one is probably more detailed and accurate, ultimately. I think Kamala dicking you down somehow is probably what you're looking for. I think because Kamala would come in, you know, kind of like, you know, with a disdain for you, like first glance. But she would fake it, and that fake condescension, where you know she like you could die in front of her, she would not feel a thing. That is going to make you so fucking aroused. You're going to be so wet, so hard, so excited. You'll quake. Your knees will shake, and then she knows she's got you, right?
Yeah, you know, I think I could possibly fold. You know, I think I've seen some memes or adages before, how the average socialist, for all the hate of capitalists, could go for nothing more than like a hot woman in like a business suit, like, you know, fucking you during like a meeting or something, or like on like a business call or something.
Right.
There's a lot about people, doesn't it?
I think we're pulling on a good thread right now. Now listen, Amelia, how's your headache?
It's a little better, actually. It's a little better.
Program works. Program works.
You've
Namaste, Amelia. Thanks so
energy.
much for calling up tonight.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.
It was sexual. It was a sexual dream. You might not think so because of Josh Bell and Venezuela, and because sometimes what your subconscious mind is thrown at you is like a buckshot of a bunch of shit, right? And it takes a mind like mine to be able to parse through, find the meat on the bone, and really get down to it. And what the meat was wanting this sort of smelly, gross, I don't give a fuck about you sex with Kamala Harris. That's more about power than it is about anything else. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hello, this is Michael. I'm a first-time caller.
Michael, great to hear from you. We have a subscription from Brother Doofus Dusseldorf. Addicted to porn, not a good person. The program works and nightmares are a real number. Could not have said it better myself. Oh wait, I did. I did say that. Doofus Dusseldorf, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for that subscription. 51 months. 51 months with Doofus Dusseldorf. Holy moly. I think that's the record right now. I think Doofus is the longest subscriber in the entire program. Namaste to Doofus. Great to see you. Give my Sunset around. Give my best to Sunset. I'd love to see Sunset in chat, even if just for a moment. Namaste to Sunset Pony. Please just get her to say hey. You know, just get her to say hey. Namaste. So Michael, thanks for joining us tonight, Michael. How are you tonight?
Doing great. I'm not really familiar with this show. It seems very nice, and I had heard something about something free for the first time caller. What was that?
Yes. So I'm sending out postcards, free postcard to first time callers.
Great. So I'll take one of those postcards, please. How can I arrange that?
All right. Well, just let me know your username and I'll send you a link to the Google form so I have your mailing address.
You need all of that?
I need to know where to send the postcard.
If I arrange to have it delivered to a school or something like that?
I mean, no. Michael, you sound familiar.
No, this is a first-time call, and to get the free thing, it's a first-time call.
No, these sound a little familiar. Yeah, Michael, let's. I got a question for you, Michael. What are your feelings? What are your feelings about being let down?
I'm fine with it. I roll with the punches.
So if you had a guru in the past who you looked to kind of get you out of some jams, be it financial, be it geographic, et cetera, this wouldn't upset you in any particular way.
So for example, if someone had like a really nice gold chain and they just refused to part with it no matter how happy it would make somebody, that type of thing?
Yeah, for instance, like if the guru that you had, hypothetically, of course, this guru had a gold chain that you wanted very badly and would make you very happy, but he would not give it to you, and he consistently sort of humiliated you by rejecting you, like live on air in front of all of his followers. Is this something that might upset you?
No, I think I'd learn from it. I'd grow from it. I'd see what point maybe you had to not give it to me, and I'd be fine with it. It makes totally reasonable. Now, if we could get back, what's the market price for these postcards? Does it have any resale value?
They will in the future, that's for sure.
Future, like I can wait a year, or I gotta wait till I'm on my deathbed?
I think you could wait, just a little bit of time. In this, what is that? What you want? Well, a postcard?
Yes, I think I'm entitled to it as a first-time caller per your verbal contract you did a little bit ago.
Let's say hypothetically, you had a guru, right, Michael, that sort of depantsed you over and over and over again, and you would call back upset over and over and over again. And everybody just kind of saw how small your penis was over and over and over again. And it just pushed you to a ledge where, wouldn't it make you scream? Wouldn't it make you want to do something?
It is exhausting to talk to you like a normal person.
Pepperoncini, caller, what's something that really riles you up, really peeves you off then? A normal, regular guy get peeved off sometimes, right?
I think what most people would get upset about is when people make promises, and then when people just simply try to get, the promise received, the person gives them a hard time and saying they won't deliver it to a simple address. I mean, That would get anybody peeved. And not me, I'm fine. I could take it or leave it, but I'd really like it as a first-time caller, please. Thank you.
So basically, if you had a guru that you projected a bunch of things onto, real quick affirmation for fellas, it's okay to get mad. I actually really respect it. I think it's very powerful. And don't let anybody shame you about getting mad or expressing that anger.
That's what you do to me all the time. You literally do that to me all of the time. Every time I call, the affirmation you just fucking did, you do to me all the time. You got me good on that one. Fine, the charade is up. I try to just get something from you. And even then, you gotta give me a fucking hard time. You'll talk to a fucking demon for 45 minutes. You hang up on me all the time. This is a fair world we live in. Oh, you caught me. Oh, it's me.
Communal vision from Jessica Bears. Hey, caller, you're a little poopy pants.
I know. It's not my fault, though. See
Track
how
Cam
fun it
Zero,
would have been if
communal vision. Hey, caller, I bet I could beat you in an arm wrestling contest. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why.
There's not a chance, dude. You ever see those videos where the fucking guy's wrist snaps back? His arm goes halfway? That's what's coming in your future, dude. You don't know how much power I have inside of me. Okay? On a daily basis. Okay, so fine, no postcard. You didn't even invite me to your private party this Saturday, you bitch. What, I'm not good enough to come?
No, you're not, to be honest with you. If you can't afford the community of devoted light, then no, you're not good enough.
I told you I'm on tough times, dude. What don't you understand about that?
Well, listen, if you wanted to be there, you would be there. If it was a priority in your life, you'll find a way. But also, it's very possible that you are not good enough, that you're not successful enough to afford the secrets that I'll be sharing in the community of devoted light. Rihanna's Bananas, the communal vision. Hey, Mike, this is Rihanna's Bananas. I totally think you deserve that postcard. You should think about
Thank you.
joining the Patreon, because then you could get one every month. You so deserve that over coffee, okay? Thanks, bye.
Listen, she's not wrong, but you know how I feel about red tape. I can't do all that red tape. I don't know how complicated
I don't think red tape means
sign
what
up.
you think it means. What do you mean
I
by
know
red
it means
tape?
Leslie, I know it means rigmarole, bro. It's just going to be a whole rigmarole. You know what I mean?
I don't think
know it.
rigmarole means what you think it means. What are you talking about?
Whole hubbub.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
not
A whole hubbub.
These words these words are meaningless coming out of your mouth because you don't know how to use them.
So you're telling me it's extremely easy to sign up for
Communal
your
vision
Patreon.
from
That's what you're telling me.
Framriard. Why is the caller breathing so loud?
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
By what?
I've had a long day.
Doing what?
None of your business. What about that, Fram, and you? Because I know both of you were asking. But it's fine. Listen, I'm just saying, you don't want to give out actual free postcards. You're going to be a stickler on it. People should know. I will try to figure out the Patreon here. I got to charge up my cell phone, though. Okay? And it takes a long time to charge. I don't know why. But then you can't not let me in Saturday, is what I'm hearing then, right?
Yes, you're allowed to come in, and I can't do anything about it if you're in the community of devoted light by Saturday.
And I can say anything I want, right?
That's the rules.
Oh, I'm back in the program. I don't need the postcard. See you on Saturday, boss.
See you Saturday,
Namaste.
Angry Mike. Pepperoncini, real quick. That would have been a good one. Pepperoncini, caller, why is your voice so effeminate? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up I can call you tonight?
Hey there, Leslie. It's me, Dipshit.
Dipshit, welcome back to the program. How are you tonight, brother?
Man, I'm having a great time. I just heard that new caller, the first time caller, Mike. What a character. He had a lot of really positive energy. I really like that guy. I want to hang out with that guy and encounter people with him as my sidekick.
I'd like that too. Angry Mike and Dipshit. What a little duo, huh?
What a duo!
What a Tango and Cash.
Yeah, well, I feel a little intimidated following this guy up. Maybe I'd be his sidekick. Angry Mike and Dipshit. I like that.
So listen, Dipshit, we do have a communal vision that kind of is being repurposed for you by requests of the originator of the communal vision. So Pepperoncini asks, caller, why is your voice so effeminate?
Yeah. So the reason my voice is so effeminate is that my father never stuck around.
So you had a weak, absent father, and now you
so I basically got all of my cadences and so forth from my mother. It's like if we were on the phone, if I was at her house.
We have been rated. Namaste. Clint does improv rating on in. Namaste Raiders. Gosh dang, it's great to have you gaggle of goofballs with us. Welcome on into Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the world. It's great to have you. Clint does improv. How was the stream, Clint? Thank you for bringing your goofballs over here. We are getting down to business tonight, though. Tonight, our theme is dreams. We're just diving into the subconscious minds. This, the seasonal changes brings a lot of subconscious tumult, as I say. And with that, a door to the dream world in which we peer beyond the veil to unlock the power of the next level. Welcome on in, you sons of bitches. Welcome on in. How was the stream, though? Before I get back to Dipshit here on the phone, how was the stream over there, Raiders? Can somebody say, let me know? I'd love to know. Great stream. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Great stream. That's great to hear.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay, Dipshit.
That's like a great stream.
So Dipshit, you were talking about how your father was weak and absent, and now you are an effeminate man.
Yeah, exactly. So me and my mom basically have the same voice. At this point, she's like, "Hey, Dipshit." I'm like, "Hey, Mom," and she'll be like, "Hey, answer the phone," and I'll be like, "Hey, this is Dipshit Mom house." I'm not gonna tell you, my names and stuff. I'm not gonna dox myself. I'm like, "Hey, it's Dipshit Mom's house," and they'll be like, "Hey, is that you, Dipshit Mom?" And they're like, "No, it's just Dipshit."
Are you by chance? Your family? Is your family by chance from the Pittsburgh area?
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh. Where is that? Like Europe?
No.
Where would that be? Like Germany? Pittsburgh?
No. All right, so that's a no. All right, I just had an inkling.
Okay.
You got this sort of like this Pittsburgh. The accent is like a Great Lakes accent, but it reminds me of like being on the back of behind the subway on the other side of the road where the dumpster is. And that's what
that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I got that accent. Yeah, me and my mom have that accent. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was sniffing up. But listen, so Dipshit, back to it. So your mom sounds like, okay, so really interesting background stuff. Thank you for sharing that with us tonight.
I'm an open book, Leslie. I hope I've given that impression at this point.
That's how we stop being gay in the ghetto. We just get high with our absent fathers once we meet them.
Hell yeah.
So conversion therapy is just meeting your kind of piece of shit dad and then getting smoking just regular weed with him, just rolling a blunt with regs.
Yeah, well, I can't roll a blunt with a skeleton. Well, I mean, not even a skeleton. I don't know what you become when you're under the ocean's depths after that point. Like a bunch of stuff turned into the ocean.
I didn't listen to what you just said. Let's get to dreams. Tell me about your dreams, Dipshit.
Yeah, I love the idea of the dreams. But I kind of forgot that people were talking about dreams with that angry guy before, but I love that guy. So I just kind of like, let this guy go, you know. But seriously, Leslie, I have this recurring dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's really creeping me out. And you are the master of the sort of like mental arts, as far as I can tell. So please help me with this.
Please. I would love to. Continue.
So I have this recurring dream where it's like I'm making my way across. You ever been like in a kind of like a sandal style kind of resort, where it's sort of like it's half a mall and it's half a hotel, but like the hotels are kind of like split up between like the people who have like a lot of money and the people who have like a little less than a lot of money. What are those places?
Yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm that. I'm in one of those things, right? But it's sort of like this thing that, yeah, like a Sandals or like you know, like the Hilton or so, you know, like if you go to like Oahu, Waikiki Beach or something like that, or like
right, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel the class. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys see videos on YouTube. So I'm in one of those things, but it's like the whole resort travels uphill with like the ocean's on the like other side of it. It's almost like I don't know, like what do we call that? Something like that, like a like a point going towards the ocean, or like the whole thing is it's not an island. It's part of the I'm assuming the mainland or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's all going uphill, and I am, you know, there's a bunch of malls and stuff, and a lot of my high school friends and like family members are kind of all wandering around as I'm walking around. Well, okay, here's the thing. I got to make sure that you guys all know this. I'm not walking around. I'm a what do you call them? A Joey in my kangaroo mama's pouch. And her face is there, her human face. Instead of a kangaroo face, she doesn't even have the ears. But she's up there, her head, well, her hair isn't there. And we're hopping around in this like Sandals resort place. And at the end of this like peak, it's going up the Sandals resort. Like it's kind of like all like four sorts of peak. And up there's a giant statue of like a figure. I almost want to say a man, but it's hard to tell because it's just this giant statue. It's a human being, I assume, human-esque, humanoid figure, right?
Sure.
We're hopping. Well, and then basically it's like the recurring dream part of it is like kind of ends there. And then usually I'm just like looking for my keys, or it's like, oh yeah, you know, Jenny from high school wants to hook up, and I'm like, no way. And then me and my mom hop over there, and then maybe I get out of the pouch sometimes, but not often. Anyway,
okay,
break it down for me.
So you're in a Sandals-like resort, and you could feel the class divisions.
Sure. Oh yeah, definitely. It's one
and
of those
you're in
places.
your mama's pouch. You're a kangaroo. You're a baby kangaroo.
True. Or my dad's pouch sometimes, or like maybe there's an uncle or an aunt there sometimes. But usually a figure of some sort of
So in real life, your dad was absent, but in the dream, as a kangaroo, your father is there.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, you know, you ever been in dreams where it's like it's your father, but it's like, oh, you know, you don't see their face. You just like it's like oh, it's my father this time. You just know it. You know, it's like oh, and then like sometimes they're mad at you because it's your father. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't make sense, but sometimes it's my father, basically.
And how does it feel? How does it feel to be in their pouch?
I don't know.
All right. Well, listen, I've got pretty much the read that on this dream that I need to give you. You ready?
Let's go. Guru,
Okay,
I knew you would provide.
You're the man. Listen, I
you would.
appreciate your perspective, and I know that this is a real dream. I know you'd never lie to me like one of the
I have it all
previous
the time.
callers who
I have it all
called
the time.
and tried to act like he had never called before and tried to extort me, or I don't know what that word means, to be honest, and nobody told me. But he tried to extort me. But anyway, so let me go ahead.
That was a gold digger. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Yeah, but listen,
Maybe.
I got it for you. I got
I'm
it for you.
Okay, please.
There are sometimes, and therapists will be able to relate to me on this. There are times when there's nothing being offered by the patient, and the patient is just kind of fine. There's nothing really that interesting that they're saying, nothing that like sexual or perverse or indicative of anything. And you gotta listen to your gut. You gotta listen to your gut. So with this dream, I listened to the whole thing. I took it all in. I was very, very bored. Was my emotional experience while you were telling me that. I listened. I wasn't repelled, but I was absolutely very extremely bored while you were sharing all that with me. What this tells me is that you can just throw that dream away. It doesn't matter. It's just stop. Stop thinking about it. Kangaroo shit's boring. Just tell your subconscious, 1, dipshit, 0, subconscious mind. Conscious dipshit just got a W of the subconscious mind because you're not being racked by this stupid fucking dream that you keep having. It's boring as shit. You're ready to move on. Your subconscious mind needs to catch up to you.
All right. I'm going to go. I've done this before, too, because this is excellent advice. So go to my friend. He removes dreams from people. And like memories and stuff, too. Like, oh, yeah, you ever seen Eternal Sunshine? Anyway.
I have.
He's going to hit me in the head with a railroad spike in just the right places. And I'm going to do exactly that. Leslie Tanner. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was just wondering if it was important.
No. Get rid of that.
Right away.
Tell your friend I said, hey, good luck with the procedure, and yeah, get rid of it.
I will. Thank you so much, Guru. Namaste.
Namaste, dipshit.
Everyone.
Thanks for the call, brother.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Bye. Namaste, bye.
Okay, leave. Okay, namaste, everybody. Beautiful stuff tonight. Dreams. I'm so glad that we opened the calls back up. Who I miss though? I wish we could have talked. I wish we could have talked to Toaster, and I wish we could have talked to Jenny. They're very powerful on Dream Night, and we did not get a call from either of them. I think we got Jenny last dream stream, but that is 2 dream streams in a row. We have not spoken to Toaster. Damn is right, Logan. I don't know what Toaster's up to. I'd imagine it's not thriving. Whatever he's up to. I know he did a walk-in stream or something, right? Yeah, Amelia, you're absolutely right. Toaster is being a bad best friend. Toaster is now on drugs. What kind of drugs? What kind of drugs do we think Toaster would do? I'd imagine my first guess is something cute, but weird, like expired Hello Kitty lip balm or something that he found in a park or something. That's my guess, but more likely, yeah, I would say Xannies or like huffing gas. Ultimately, Xannies daily and then huffing gas on the weekend. Toaster sounds like a growth hormone guy. What other drugs? Yeah, this is fun. What drugs do we think Toaster is? Clean use bathroom with doors closed. That's honestly very effective. It burns, but it's effective. Not Me says, I think he would get high on having fun with his friends and being himself. Yeah, that's not really what we're talking about though. Yugoshi Namaste, bro. Guys, we're just wrapping things up over here. That is so funny. Namaste to you, but welcome on in, Raiders. We did a dream stream tonight, Yugoshi. How was the stream? We're about to get ready to send our little crew over here. We're just kind of winding down. I got a good dream? No. Logan, no. It's closed off. You had your chance. Yeah, Yagoshi, welcome on in. Thanks for coming on in. Well, guys, listen. This has been a beautiful stream tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And also, I want to say thank you to my community of devoted light in advance. This Saturday night, Pepper and Chini made an event on the Discord server. My community of devoted light, you're getting an exclusive private exploration straight to Discord, bypassing Twitch and all the malarkey of having to look over our shoulders. We will be able to fully express ourselves, fully explore, fully relax, fully question. There is no layer of reality that is out of our grasp. We will truly explore. Saturday night on the Discord server, you can do all the bit redeems, channel points, call-ins, whatnot with Twitch chat, but we'll be streaming straight to Discord. Namaste. So that'll be this Saturday, Community of Devoted Light, event on the Discord server. I'll make an announcement Saturday. Blessings and namaste to you in advance. Bot Pub QT, can I get like a freebie for being disabled? No. No. The disabled do not get freebies. You know better than that to ask that. Come on now. Like, no. By having pity on you and helping you, I might as well come through the screen and start molesting you, Amelia. I might as well come through the screen and start feeling you up. Because that would be better than helping you with compassion. That would be abuse, given the amount of power and responsibility I have as your guru, which I do accept. Namaste. Yeah, that Poor brings up a really good point. That was a really shitty. This is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. This is a bad way to end the stream. I'll tell you that. Bad. This is not a good way. This is leaving a really awful note in the air. You know, we had a really good stream tonight. We had a lot of fun. We got a lot of work done, and then Amelia asking a question like that is really, girl, you know better than that, sweetheart. You know better than to ask me a question like that. Really disappointing. I'm really disappointed in you. Let's go raid SV. I gotta get rid of you guys. This sucks. We'll be back. Can I come? Not yet. Namaste, everybody. Like I said, special stream this Saturday, Community of Devoted Light on the Discord server. If not, we'll be back next Tuesday, regularly scheduled exploration on twitch.tv. Namaste to all of you for being here. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to my production team. And thank you to my community of devoted light who I will see on Saturday. Namaste. I did not promise anything. You will not come. Blessings and namaste, guys. Say hello to SV when you get over there. Drop a hello and a namaste and a good evening and a what have you. And follow. I didn't see Ellie. I would have rated Ellie if I saw Ellie, but I didn't. Namaste, everybody, guys. We'll be back next week or Saturday. Depends on what your thing is. I'll see you guys all very soon. Namaste. Thanks for being here.